what's up? This is Brian. Listen, if you want to know how to make a workout schedule, this isn't as hard as it sounds. To make a great quality workout schedule, you just got to know what your goals are first and foremost. I mean, right out of the gate, you need to figure out, are you trying to bulk up? Are you trying to get strong? Are you trying to get lean? Are you trying to get fast? Are you trying to work on a specific time for a certain distance kind of run? Are you trying to go for a personal record in your CrossFit? Are you looking for a PR in your weight training? I mean, whatever. Everybody's going to have different goals, right, when it comes to working out. So if you want to build a workout schedule, you need to build a schedule around your goals, around what you want to accomplish. But I would strongly recommend this, whatever it is you're doing. If you're training for a marathon or something like that, you're going to be ramping up, and you're going to be increasing the intensity of your training and then backing it off again and those kinds of things. I'm not going to talk about those kinds of specific training regimens working to a singular event like a marathon or a triathlon or an Ironman or anything like that. I'll just talk to you about, in general, creating a workout schedule. Here's what I strongly recommend. I strongly recommend that you have 3 or 4 days a week of strength training. That's resistance training with weights, okay? That's going to help you to increase lean muscle, which will burn calories at rest, which will improve overall your overall health and wellness, right? You preserve your joints and all these kinds of things. In addition, when you are stronger, you feel better. It increases your self-confidence. For guys especially, this is true. Weight training will change your life in a lot of ways, right? There's a lot of ancillary benefits as you become older to continuing to weight train hard, and I'll just leave it at that. The next piece is the cardiovascular piece. Now, there's some stuff going around now that's talking about how cardiovascular, the old 30 minutes straight on the treadmill without stopping, is not good for you. I'm actually kind of a believer in that, but I'm also a believer in keeping your heart rate elevated for extended periods of time. So what I'll do is I'll get on the treadmill and I'll do like an incline walk for 5 minutes and then a sprint for 2 minutes. And then a jog for 2 minutes, and then an incline walk for 5 minutes, and then sprint for 3 minutes, and then jog for 3 minutes. I'll mix it up so that the heart rate goes up and down and up and down. But when I'm done, man, I am breaking a sweat and I'm worn out, right? I strongly recommend that you do some kind of cardiovascular type of exercise at a minimum 4 days a week and at a minimum for 40 minutes at a pop. The other thing that you can do is you can do fat burning exercises, which are like lower heart rate but continuous movement types of exercises, like power walking, right, or really, really slow, easy jogging, keeping your heart rate right about 120, 125 for 45 minutes or an hour and a half in length. You can do this just with a brisk walk, really, and those are great for burning fat. But one way or another, I would suggest 3 or 4 days of weight training, resistance training, and then at least 4 days of that cardiovascular type of exercise. And you can do them in the same day, or you can do them on alternating days. If you're a I'm in the gym every day kind of person, then maybe do weights one day, cardio the next day, weights one day, cardio the next day. If you're that kind of person that's like, I'm going to do 3 or 4 days in the gym tops, then maybe you need to do both. Do your strength training routine and then your cardio routine in one day, and it takes you an hour and a half, but you know what? It's out of the way and then you're not going tomorrow, right? Or whatever the case might be. But if you want to build a great workout schedule, that's what I strongly recommend. And then my last recommendation is to block time off. Be non-negotiable about that time. I did that with a part-time business that I started about 3 years ago. I blocked time off and said, nothing's going to interfere with this time. And we've created an unbelievable income on the side in just a couple of hours, or a few hours, really, a week. But it's dedicated time. I put a link below the video. You can go to workingwithbrian.com and check out what I'm doing if you'd like to do that. But you can do the same thing with your health and wellness, with your fitness goals. You block out that time and you isolate it so nothing can touch it, and then it becomes yours to do with specifically for the business of getting back in shape.